Did you enter our fantastic Queensland holiday competition? Flying Virgin Blue, 2 lucky families will be off to select hotels' fabulous Curran Cove Island Resort. You'll have your own 4-bedroom villa to relax in, plus plenty more to make sure that you have the holiday of a lifetime. If that's your name on the screen now, congratulations.
It's not that easy being green, having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
Frogs are fascinating creatures, and you know, the kids really love them. It doesn't matter whether they're puppets, they're made out of chocolate, or perhaps the real thing. And guess what? This is what Kermit's imitating, an Australian green tree frog. They make fabulous pets. Australia has something like 220 different varieties of frogs, of which 1/4 are green tree frogs. But they're all different as well. The colour markings are quite peculiar. This one is from the Kimberley region. Look at the beautiful yellow spots on her back, and she's got a yellow belly. You'll find them with plum bellies and even with white lips. In fact, the variety is quite endless. They tend to live in the tropical areas of Australia, and you'll find them around water tanks and often in bathrooms and laundries. Frogs are designed to jump. They have long hind legs and very powerful muscles. Not only that, they're capable of climbing vertical surfaces courtesy of these discs, sticky little pads, at the end of their toes. Most of the green tree frogs don't stress too badly, so you can handle them with ease. Make sure you wash your hands very carefully before and after handling them, so you don't transmit any diseases. However, here's a tip. Try and get females rather than males, because it's the males that croak. I don't mean they die, they just happen to be particularly loud at night time. Why did frogs croak? Well, the males do it to either repel other males or to attract females. You can get started with a basic glass aquarium tank. All you need to do is fit a couple of vents up the top like that. Now, this one's got 3 different substrates in the tank. First of all, we've got some gravel, then we've got some dry leaves, and we've got some sphagnum moss. Keeping this moss wet provides humidity for the frogs. But it's also important to provide a dish like this, where the frogs can totally immerse themselves in water. Frogs need somewhere to climb up, so a branch like this is ideal. They'll get to the top of that branch up there and bask under the neon lights. They also need some hidey holes, but it's important that you can see in the hidey hole to make sure your frog is in fact okay. But my advice is to start off with a tank probably only half this size and 2 frogs, because cleaning then becomes a lot more simple. The more frogs you put in, the more often you've got to clean. In the wild, tree frogs tend to eat insects and spiders and the like, and in captivity, a similar sort of diet will do fine. Normally you'd feed them twice a week. Their tongue is actually hinged at the front. They flick it out, it goes over the top of their prey, they take it back into their mouth, and then their eyeballs actually retract into their mouth and aid in the swallowing process by forcing the prey down the throat. To keep a frog in captivity in most states of Australia, they're going to need a licence, aren't they? Yeah, and you get that by contacting your local Parks and Wildlife office. You're probably going to get your frog from a local frog group, and they can cost you around, don't walk off yet, around $50. So what are the pros and cons? Well, the cons are that I guess they're not really affectionate, are they? The pros, well, they live for up to 20 years, cost very little to feed and very little to look after. They are fascinating and very different creatures. Go on, hop off, hop off, hop off, hop off, hop off. They're also stubborn.
And that's the last of our summer series. Better Homes and Gardens is on break for the next 2 weeks while we get to enjoy all of the Australian Open action right here on 7. We will be returning, though, on February 6th with a brand new series with plenty more inspiration for things for you to do both inside and outside your home. I'll see you then.
Get set for an action-packed year on Better Homes with more ways to improve your place.
1 room, 3 ways. I like it.
More ways to save you money.
We're going to make every dollar count.
And more ways to make your life just that little bit better.
I've got some natural solutions that cost next to nothing.
There's designer secrets and easy-to-make projects.
This is a very cool idea.
Plus, what's hot in the garden.
I've got the plants for you.
From bargain makeovers.
From pretty bland into some something that's pretty special.
To the best in homegrown fruit and veggies.
You'll be harvesting in no time.
There's delicious recipes.
The secret to the best roast chook.
And making the most of what's in season right now.
It's all about the peaches.
They're pampered, they're precious, and they're out of control. Dr. Harry faces a brand new bunch of problem pets.
That's probably the answer to our problems.
All this and more on a new season of Better Homes and Gardens.